I do apologize. I was live streaming my game, and unfortunately, I had a blip, and yeah, it crashed the stream. So, where to? Trying to get my train of thought. That zapped my energy, zapped my enthusiasm. So it always kills me when it happens. But what are you gonna do? Anyway. Welcome back to the Doom 2016 live stream with the last and final mission. And I am Savage Squishy 86, and we are on the finish line for this little playthrough. So, pretty much where we left off with the last mission is we had finally gotten our hands on the Crucible. And with the help of destroying Vega, we were able to send ourselves back to Hell to close the gate. And hello, CC, welcome back. And we are pretty much progressively trying to get things moving along to actually finish this and put this to bed. Now, I've actually already pre-run the game, and I have a good indicator of where all the secrets are, which aren't very many. There's about 5 secrets on this final level, along with 3 challenges. I have also taken the liberty. Yes, Frosty, here we go again. Hopefully we get it pretty much on the poppin'. So I've taken the liberty of running back off stream a few missions to master the trials as well as the weapon upgrades. So with any luck, this should be a pretty straightforward run through, and hopefully our final pitch for finishing this thing, because once this game is over, we can finally leave ourselves open to the expanse of running into the full bore of Doom Eternal. So without further ado, let's go ahead and bust this out. It should take us about 30 minutes, give or take, and yeah, pretty much that. So let's get into it. Hopefully the stream won't crash again. Otherwise, I'll probably take a break and attack this at another later point. It's very hot today. I'm not sure if that has something to do with it, but I took the liberty of restarting my system, because usually when you put the game system into rest mode, there's a chance that ultimately the network, Sony's network, can be kind of, you know, popsicled with its own problems. So hopefully with any luck, this will work out to our benefit, and everybody will get a piece of the action. So, but once we go ahead, yes, fingers crossed, because I hate it when it does that. I mean, can you imagine the frustration? And who wants to watch a 13-minute stream that's just chop suey? 5 minutes, 13 minutes, 3 minutes, 8 minutes. Nobody wants to do that shit. Just like nobody wants to run 2-hour streams. So, but here we are in Hell again. And like I said before, my previous stream, before it went bupkis, I'm actually really looking forward to the environmental changes with Doom Eternal, which is supposed to be very exciting. So, but in any case, if you're anything like I was playing initially, you'll see that I have completed all the rune trials. Oh wow, I didn't do the rune trials. What is this about? I just started the game and these were finished. What is this? That is very annoying. Why is that doing that? Wow. That is very disappointing. I thought I had that completed, but apparently now it's not completed, so I'll have to run that again on my own time. I'm not going to stop the stream to run this sucker again, so, but yeah, I mean, I guess I'm just going to have to hustle through it and do it at my own leisure, so, wow. That is really, really frustrating. Damn. Okay, so I guess we'll just basically go ahead and put in the measure of doing things a little differently here. So we got the ammo boost, and that's definitely what we want. So we're going to keep that handy, because that is just the shits. I can't believe they did that. Game wasn't that... I didn't start over that far, but whatever. What are you going to do? So we'll just have to be... we'll have to overcome and make it up as we go along, so... pretty much I'm just going to go ahead and just acquire whatever collectible, whatever weapon, ammunitions and stuff I can find. So as you can see, pretty much there's no marginal small amount of health or weaponry or ammo that you need that's around here. We have one BFG cell, we're going to save that. But like I said, we're going to reload checkpoints, we're going to take advantage of that reload checkpoint system to really take that exploit to get that extra thing. Matter of fact, let's take a quick gander at our requirements here. So as you can see, we don't really have a lot of secrets. We have like 5 secrets to run. We also have the 3 challenges of kill 25 demons with the BFG, pretty straightforward. Uncharted territory, find in all 3 skull switch secrets, which we pretty much know where those all are. And then we have the very final bit. Now this part is actually tricky because the only place where you get 2 Barons of Hell is at the very final fight of the game. So we're going to save our BFG because we're going to need to kill 2 Barons of Hell at one time with 1 shot. And there's no weapon that'll do it better than the BFG. So we'll save our BFG for that particular instance. So if you're playing this level, make sure you're going into the final fight with at least 1 BFG ammo available to your credit. So, matter of fact, we're going to take a moment and we're just going to go ahead and upgrade our weapon here. I can't believe it did that. I'm so miffed about that. So now we got to be a little bit more, pay a little bit more due diligence to the simple fact that we got a lesser chance of actually getting the necessity of weaponry that we need. But what are you gonna do? It is an amazing weapon. I honestly love it. It's practically like the textbook weapon of every game out there. If you don't know, if you know your games. Oh no, you don't. That's enough out of you. So we've heard you guys got heat. I'm bringing my own heat. Bring that shit, bruh. Come on, where you at? Where you at, bitch? I just know you're around here somewhere. I just saw you after I went after Big Boy. Where you at? Bring your ass, bro. Where you at? There you are. Boom. So with that said, we pretty much got 1 weapon token completed. One combat, I should say, combat sequence completed. So, but we're gonna take advantage and get rid of some of this ammo and collect some of these other ones. So, God, that has still got me so bugged. I don't know why I did that. I just actually literally set that thing up, and like suddenly everything just went bumpkins. So, but like I said, you know, those challenges, those tokens, those trials, you can run them back on a few missions. You know, if you feel like your current mission isn't really cutting the mustard for you, go back and run those things again and get them in your side. You can get them in your favor, and then you can pretty much like go on and rock the circle in terms of that. So now, pretty much here, we pretty much have gotten everything we needed. So we're gonna head forward, and right away you're gonna come down here, and just go ahead and drop down here. There'll be a few enemies down here. Pretty much, just get them out of your way. Man, they always sound like they're really super close to you. They're like right on top of you or something. So right away over here, you're gonna find your first skull switch. So go ahead and press that skull, and then you make a double. And then you go on a double back, and your secret is only gonna count if you get the secret that this is hiding. So make sure you find the secrets associated with these switches. So if you don't get the secrets, you won't get the cover. Wait a minute, I actually went too far up. Down here. Yep, here we go. You see that big door here that was here? Well, now we got a BFG cell and a flamethrower fuel. So we got a secret, and we also got one step closer to completing our challenge for this level. Now, pretty much right away, what you want to do is you want to go into here. If you're hurting for armor or fuel, flamethrower fuel, in my particular case, I kind of am, so I'm going to go ahead and use the chance of going in here to get this armor and the fuel. But immediately, as soon as you do, you'll be attacked. But yeah, pretty much did that. I actually did that. I actually got the headshot on that Hell Knight. I'm surprised I got that. I didn't think I got that. So pretty much once you've gotten into that and taken care of that, you want to go ahead and take a left. Yeah, I'm going to get some more glory kills because I'm going to need to get that ammo up there because I need to get that BFG perk. So grab the auto map from the pedestal here. Matter of fact, let's take a quick look at that and make sure we got enough. Okay, we're almost there. We're about 36 ammos away, so we should be able to get that easy enough. Now, I said again, I'll actually look at this thing, and you can go ahead and pause it and read it if you so desire. So pretty much once we got that, we can pretty much make our way into the next section of this thing. So as you can see on the map, there's going to be a series of paths that are going to take you over here. Basically, we're going to do a little bit of platforming work. So with that said, go ahead and take advantage of that by jumping up into these crevices and climbing up. Now, we're going to have some lost souls giving us some grief, but we're going to get rid of them real fast. So go ahead and get rid of the cacodemon, and then immediately just make your way in terms of just navigating your way over here. Not really sure where he is. Did I just kick him in the eye? That was nice. So once we get up here, go ahead and drop down and get your next big bit in terms of this. So it's alright. No, I got your text, honey. It's kind of chintzy. That's the thing with the networks. I mean, if the heat I think it's the heat is what it is. Usually we don't have that issue, but in this instance, sometimes we do have that unfortunate problem where it's just really kind of hemming and hawing in terms of its effectiveness. So we always are going to have that pickle. So now, obviously, we just took out those enemies over there, but we're not going to go in that direction. Instead, we're actually going to go in the opposite direction to get a mega health, which is right down over here. But to get there, we got to do some more platforming. So just make your way there, hop, skip, and a jib. And right there on the pedestal is a mega health. Now this next section will be a little tricky because we have to do a bit of fighting with demons. So as we can see here, ooh, hello. I'm basically trying to get a kill on that damn Hell Knight, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen easily. There he goes. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Ah, I didn't get it. Damn it. Son of a bitch. Go ahead and get this demon out of our way. Got a big, huge wad of demons there, so I'm not complaining. That was pretty noteworthy. A good instance where you want to use the quad damage to get the most out of doing damage to the enemies in terms of scale, because they're really powerful. Motherfucker. Get out of here, Pinky. There we go. You know, it's weird how it's weird because sometimes videos do work. Sometimes sometimes it's kind of hit and miss. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. It's very laggy. That's why I think ultimately it's circumstantial. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. You always get delays with, you know, what you post and how fast it reaches you, and you know how quickly they respond. So it's really kind of hit and miss in terms of overall productivity. And sometimes it can be a little frustrating for people. Come here, fucker. Matter of fact, I got something for you. Goodbye. There we go. That's one less trial for me to run. Man, you want that hustle, didn't you? And there's one more weapon upgrade. Now, as we can see, we pretty much have made our way to getting a little bit in the way of done, but we're still miles away from where we wanted to be. So, but it's alright. It's no big deal. We got our BFG thing done. That's all I care about. That is going to be important. So I really, really, really want to get that done. So now that we have done that, we can pretty much go about the process of just going through the motions of getting through it. So, but in any case, we've pretty much completed that sequence, and that is relevant because we're actually close to our next big secret that we want to get. So, where is it? Come with me. So, after you pretty much have engaged the demons in this area and wiped it clean, your next big goal is to put out this damn orb that's basically generating that portal to stay open. Over here is a skull switch. This is actually a secret, but before we can activate that, we need to turn off that switch, that power. So, right up here, you're going to find the Wraith Center. So this Wraith soul we need to put to rest, and we're going to do that with a crucible. So once we've done that, a spirit from one of these night sentinels will show us the way forward. But in order to go there, we're not going to take the path that he's pointing out to us. Instead, we're going to take a different path. So come on down here. and press this switch. And with that switch being pressed, it'll open up another path that we can take. It'll take us the same direction, so it doesn't really matter which way we go. But this way, we have access to a hidden doom room. So climb all this way through this area, and then over here, follow this blood trail, and you'll come right to this really well camouflaged switch. So go ahead and pull that lever. And right here, we've got our way going into the secret doom room, which is our final doom room of the game. Yes, you see, this is Frosty. This is the lovely from Finland that I showed you some of her excellent makeup skills. She's a sweetheart. Also, coming up here from the Doom Room, this actually brings that skull switch, brings you to your next major secret, which is a fuel cell and a BFG weapon cell. Now, once we get there, this is actually the way from where we could have came, but we're going to be right here. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to do a couple kills, but we're going to use the BFG cell. We're going to reload the checkpoint to get it. So we've done a few there, so we're going to reload the checkpoint and take advantage of that reload checkpoint exploit. Yes, she is a wizard when it comes to that. Yes, Frosty, I did a bit of talking, so I hope you don't mind. You're quite the talented one, and I absolutely think you should get a little recognition for it, so.
He must not be allowed to free them.
So we're just going to do this a couple more times. Just hit them with the BFG, reload, hit them with the BFG, reload, and then it'll be less of an issue for you. So we'll do this one last time. And then that will just leave us with one remaining task of that. But we also got a BFG cell from taking down that one demon. So that's good. I'll take it. So once we get it up there, we're going to want to just take our time in terms of getting some opportunities of targets. Damn it, I want to get that headshot, but I'm not getting that headshot, bro. There we go, now I got the headshot. That's one less challenge completed. So that's good, I can take that. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this Berserker orb and take advantage of it by ripping and tearing like the game suggests. Just look for potential targets and just go to town, beating the hell out of them. And that's one more challenge completed with the completion of the BFG takedowns of demons. Boom! Come on, boys, where you at? I know you're around here. Come on. There's our Baron of Hell. So as you can see, that instance that you just witnessed there, that was actually a trigger of the trial of getting saving throw. So we actually dodged a bullet there, but basically if you were to die, that's what exactly would happen. Time would slow down, and you would have a very small window to rebound, if you will, and hopefully save your bacon. But unfortunately, that's a one-off thing. If we master it, we can actually get more out of it, but until then, we got what we got. So, in any case, take this opportunity to scour around for munitions, health, armor. I got a little sloppy there, a lot sloppier than I wanted to, and I ended up almost getting dead. So, I'm going to need to really double down on my aggressiveness and get some sort of control, because I'm playing like an absolute twat right now. So, I'm going to go ahead and show you the next major secret. And that is going to be up here. And obviously, we have to go about the process of getting up there to shut that port to close off that wraith. So, but before we do, up here, you'll see a broken staircase. And through the broken staircase, your next secret and collectible. In the form of the Cosmo guy. So we have some health, we have some armor, we have some BFG ammo, which is great, you know, and yeah, we're pretty much on the fast track with that. So now, our next task is to go ahead and destroy this item here. Now this will lead us to the next part of the area. And down there will be our destination. Now bear with me a moment here, because I'm just trying to refresh my memory. If I remember correctly, I think this is actually our destination where we need to go. I'm just trying to remember if there was actually another secret area. I don't think so. Actually, no, I think we're coming up on it, so we're good. So go ahead and drop down here and proceed along this path. Your next secret will be hidden behind this door, which will be your final skull switch challenge and your next and final secret. So go ahead on down the path. And the second you get up to this point, turn to your right, and there will be the skull switch. Press the skull switch, then double back to that door that we passed by. Inside, you will find a Mega Health and a BFG cell in case you need them. So, with that being said, all our challenges have been completed. The only one that remains is killing 2 Barons of Hell with 1 shot from the BFG, which is pretty much a doable thing. Now, I could pretty much honestly run this and do these final challenges. This one would be a little bit tedious because I gotta kill 5 summoners, so I can't do that right now. I could do this one if I wanted to, but again, like I said, I'm not going to. In any case, I'm just going to wrap this puppy up, and I'll leave you to tackle those challenges on your own, which they're pretty basic. I mean, you should be able to solve them off leaves enough without someone showing you. So down here will be the next segmental piece of our battle, and our final major battle to be had. So we're going to go ahead and just get right to work. And we're definitely not going to play sloppy. Now, if you really want to save it, I would recommend using the quad arm. I would definitely recommend you saving the quad power up in order to get the most out of it. Get out of my face. Get out of my face. You're already costing me armor, scumbag. A lot of these fuckers out of my way. The other thing I want to stress is you want to be very vigilant about your battle, because ultimately this is where your two barons of hells are going to come into play. So you want to pay very close attention. Do not use your BFG. Oh, it's okay, honey. Do your thing. I'll be around, alright? You can always check this out later. So we'll go ahead and grab this quad damage and get to work. There's our Barons of Hell, and there's two of them down. Done. So with that said, we can now pretty much go about the process of just putting the rest of these guys down. And that is that. Finished. Not really satisfied with the armor, but, you know, we actually got through that easier than I thought we were going to, so I'm not going to take a piss about it. Very pleased with it. We still got our 200 health, and that is all I could hope for. So, with that being said, we're going to take advantage of that, just take a quick look around, gather any supplies we need, munitions we want, etc., and then make our way about the process of it. You know, the other thing too that would actually help if you're having a hard time with it is using these bounce pads that actually launch you clear across the level. I mean, you literally fly all over the place. So, I mean, literally, they're trying to track you and follow you in terms of targeting, and that is going to make it very, very hard for them to get target acquisition. So, once we go ahead and get into that, we'll be able to move. And now we'll go up here and wrap this bitch up. So, head up here and go ahead and just get everything you need. And there's plenty of stuff up here you can take. There's armor, there's shotgun ammo, there's rifle ammo, there's grenades, there's plasma rifle ammo, there's rifle ammo. You will want for nothing. At this point, we don't really have a BFG, but I don't think we're going to need one for very much longer because we're pretty much on the fast track of kicking ass at this rate. So, with that being said, put this final Wraith to rest, and the path forward will be open to us to the final boss. And you can hear... Oh, Olivia! I'm sorry. Did that piss in your Cheerios there, girl? So with that being said, good old Olivia is definitely probably not happy with us. But it is what it is. So, take a quick look at our database here. Trying to find where that Wraith was. Ah, the Wraiths. Okay, here we go. So once that is pretty much done, you're pretty much on the road to wrapping this up for good. So coming down over here, you'll see that all the Night Sentinels have gathered around this central skull. And this is actually going to be where your boss battle is going to take place. So, a few things are going to change, because the boss battle is not going to really be affected by the stun bomb on the plasma rifle. And you're going to need speed. Well, speed. Keep the siege mode on their Gauss cannon, and go ahead and put the triple shot on your shotgun, and your rockets on your rifle, and then go ahead and put the turret on your minigun. These are all the weapons you want will do the most damage, but without compromising too much of your speed. So try to take your time and just use your weapons accordingly as needed. Chainsaw is out, so don't think about using that. You won't do any real damage to this bitch. So down here will be our way forward. Oh, hi, Olivia.
They promised me so much.
They're demons, lady. They always promise you so much. I'm sure a lot of classic Doom enthusiasts were kind of tickled when they saw this, the spider mastermind from the classic Doom games. But with that said, let's open it up with a good old BFG shot. Now, this bitch has got some power to her, but if you can get enough damage on her, she'll drop a shitload of health for you, and you can really get the most out of it. Definitely don't want to keep using that one. A little bit of tight spot here. Oh, she got me. I'm dead. That's too bad. I didn't expect her to sort of clip me, so... Yeah, welcome back, lovely. Yeah, I didn't expect her to clip me so bad, so it's alright. We got that. We had... I kind of knew that was going to come, so it's okay. She's a bit aggressive. I didn't expect her to spike me on the steps, so... But we'll get this bitch. Oh, what's the matter, bitch? Losing your nerve? Oh, of course you were there. D'Artagnan. Oh, your favorite word, eh there, Chaos? So with this bitch going down, we're gonna put this bitch on her ass. Open wide. And say, ah! I'm always happy to surprise you, lovely. Welcome to the stream. And with that said, that puts an end to the Spider Mastermind. And now we get pulled away from hell, so... I'm just glad to finally get this through, because now it opens me up to play Doom Eternal, which I'm really pumped for, so... Get into it.
It's over. You stopped the invasion and closed the portal. But it's come at a price. Argent, Vega, this entire operation. You See, I've watched you work, come to understand your motivation. You think the only way is to kill them all, leave nothing behind.
Aw, you're sweet. Thank you, love.
But we can't just shut it all down. Without Argent energy, it will be worse. I don't expect you to agree.
Oh, this motherfucker done fucked up.
We can continue our work. I am not the villain in this story. I do what I do because there is no choice.
Rerouting tether coordinates complete.
Our time is up. I can't kill you, but I won't have you standing in our way. Until we see each other again.
I love that jam. I swear, you know, whoever really came up with the music sequence for this game really did a fucking awesome job, because it captures the energy, and it really kind of creates the tone that everybody really looks for when it comes to like running and gunning games. So, what a journey, what a story. I'm so glad I got to do it. You know, I think this is the one kind of game where I honestly probably wouldn't see myself hanging the game up, by no means. And largely that's probably largely attributed to the fact that I have such a great admiration for the Doom series, as well as FPS games in general. GoldenEye, Turok, to name a few. You know, Wolfenstein, I've never played it personally, but I've heard good things about it. Doom is just another, you know, example of, you know, a classic FPS game with tremendous means and even greater heights that it can go to if it's used properly. So I'm very pleased with it. It is one of the favorite games I have. It's one of the favorite games I think I could honestly always play. You know, they even have a multiplayer on here, and I even touched on that for a while, but you know, multiplayer just wasn't my thing. It's got its own unique thing. I think a cooperative mode would have been great, but you know, again, the multiplayer scene is basically where it's at these days in terms with live streaming and competitive online play. Esports, shall we say, being a huge driving point behind online gaming communities collectively as a whole, and competition. I mean, where we're talking, people can win up to $10,000 to $20,000 of competition in terms of prizes. So it's always wonderful, and it's played. You told me you played Wolfenstein. I've never played it. I should, but I don't. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'll get around to it at some point and such, but yeah. No, I've never been big on multiplayer, unless it's cooperative, where I'm actually working with the squad to actually achieve something. Now, Battlefield was one of the few multiplayer games I loved, and I absolutely still love it. But, you know, ever since they made the change with the coding for Battlefield 4, I really never really got back into it, because it became too much of a carbon copy of Call of Duty. Battlefield 1, Battlefield 5, Battlefield Hardline, Battlefield 2042, if you can believe that. I mean, hell, I was looking forward to 2042 because I'm all about that futuristic warfare stuff, not the, you know, clandestine kind of old, you know, retro style of warfare. But I mean, you know, hey, to each their own. I'm not knocking it. It's probably a great thing. I mean, I definitely fuck around with Sniper Elite, but you and I both know that's like, you know, that's a whole nother beast in itself. But still, Doom is always one of those big games. I am definitely going to see about getting the Doom BFG edition, which is going to have like Doom 3, Doom Resurrection of Evil, and the classic Doom games of 1 and 2. So, and maybe even this included. So I may take a little bit of a bath because I've already purchased this game, Doom 2016. But with the BFG edition, it comes included. Or no, it's the Slayer edition. That's what it's called. It's the Slayer edition, the Doom Slayer edition. That includes Doom 1, 2, 3, Doom Resurrection of Evil, I think, and Doom 2016. So I might get the Slayer edition, because then it gives me even more games on top of the game I've already got. The chainsaw was actually one of my favorites. I remember the chainsaw had infinite ammo on the classic Doom game, which was actually one of the first weapons you started with. This is a capture. I love this capture, this shot right here. This is like so awesome because it's reminiscent of the classics. Doom 3 actually had a big, huge plaster of an art with that, so. I love it. It's very enthusiastic. When I get into my shit, I absolutely get like absolutely on board with it. So, and I'm really trying to sort of get my niche, if you will, with live streaming. So it's definitely trying to kind of find my, you know, my comfort zone. I mean, obviously, you know, I've got a Twitch. I just haven't used it yet. But, you know, honestly, with all the horror stories I hear about Twitch, I couldn't really see myself using it because of all, I mean, they literally would ban you for little to no reason. Do I really want to commit that much effort and energy and creative, you know, oomph into that just to have them pull the plug on it? Fuck no. No, I wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't expect anyone to do that. I mean, that's time, that's energy, that's money. You know, who wants to do that? But I think ultimately, in most cases, it's entirely to the preference of the person. You know, and again, like I said before, Twitch is one of those platforms where you can really kind of build your own, but you gotta be a competitive multiplayer game. And when I'm talking competitive multiplayer, I'm talking Apex Legends, I'm talking PUBG, I'm talking H1Z1, I'm talking Fortnite. You know, these are not games that I can really excel at. I mean, I tried them and I just don't have the tenure, I don't have the talent, I don't have the reaction time. So I prefer to stick to the genre that I probably would excel at, and I also stick to the mentality that probably most people would sort of, you know, that there's nothing really to gain from it. You know, I'm not looking for money, I'm not looking for subscribers, I'm just really producing something that probably somebody can probably use for themselves. And also producing probably a little bit of element that is going to be entertaining or at the very least helpful. I mean, the GTA videos I shot where I recorded content and helped players out was tremendously helpful. So, I mean, I still hope that I can find more games I can do that others are struggling with, but I imagine at some point in the future I'll probably do a GTA game playthrough, Vice City specifically, maybe San Andreas. It depends really on my enthusiasm. But I think ultimately, you know, sky's the limit. You know, who knows what you can do. So, but with that being said, we pretty much have taken down that action, and this bad girl will be the next cream of our crop. So I'm very excited for this game. I really want to play it, but you know, I got a few other games I'm still working out in terms of projection wise and finishing up. Division 2, Tom Clancy's Division 2, I play that, and I actually got a new World Year 5 complete season event that is coming out. So Year 5 Season 1 is actually launching. I'll look at my calendar because I got a calendar layout of when that's going to go down. Division 2's Year 5 Season 1 is launching on June the 8th. So basically that's going to be a new huge itinerary that I will be doing. Not streaming it, of course, but I will be running it out. At some point, maybe in the future, I'll probably do a live stream of a few games. Bloodborne, Division 2, Doom Eternal, definitely. But to say the least, it's definitely got a large, there's a few things I am doing now. I just finished this, I just wrapped up Resident Evil Village, which the Mercenaries mode was an absolute nightmare. I'm so glad I don't have to deal with that again, but unfortunately I know I will because I have the same thing for my PlayStation 5 right here that I gotta do as well. So, plenty of things to keep me busy, plenty of games and projects and overall scope of things to deliver on. So, but I'm just glad we got through that. It was a very satisfying experience. I'm hoping you guys enjoyed it. I've actually got a nice list of a few games that I'm writing up in terms of scale that I'll be doing streams of. Like I said already, Division 2 will be one, Doom Eternal will be another. Turok maybe perhaps be an option as well, but I don't know because I'm not entirely in tune with the secrets of the levels or the layout, so I may be a bit shifty on that. Being the perfectionist that I am, I don't want to make a mistake and miss something. The only other thing I could think of that I probably would see myself doing would be something like, I don't know, Tomb Raider. You know, people love a good story, and I think that's why I like to do those streams, is where there's a good story involved. So I might do Tomb Raider and follow that up with Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider, and Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I pretty much have accomplished all those trophies and did them, so I don't really see myself really having too much of a hem and haw with doing that. But then again, I don't know. I got a few classic games I could pull out of the basket too to play, just for the sake of, you know, entertainment-wise. Resident Evil's... I ran Resident Evil... If you remember, one of my very first live streams was the Resident Evil Origins collection with Resident Evil 1 Remake. But I have never done the Resident Evil 0 Remake. So, I might consider doing that. I haven't really made up a decision yet, but I might consider doing it, just for the sake of the fact that I enjoy those kinds of games, and I definitely will be looking forward to that in the future. So, I am... I'm just so full of it today. So I am definitely going to probably take a break here, get myself a cold drink, because I finished my coffee, turn on my AC, and definitely just take in the moment, because this was very fun, and I gotta say I had a great time, and I'm hoping you guys did as well. Yeah, I'm a little bit miffed though that I didn't have the I'm a little bit miffed that the rune trials and the weapon challenges weren't fully completed. I don't know what happened there, because when I actually did the stream the first time before it crashed, everything was done. So I don't know what happened there, but it matters not. You pretty much know how to run those, you know how to get those, so you don't need me to show you how to do that. But in any case, Doom 2016 is finished. We've seen the Slayer's journey from his escape to the slaying of the very element of enemy that ultimately has led him down such a long story of a path of conquest and brutal bloodshed. Whether we're glory killing, chainsawing, BFGing, or shotgunning our way through the action, this guy did it all, and we will continue to do more when we get our hands into Doom Eternal. So, thank you very much for checking out my stream. Thank you very much for subscribing to my stream. And I am very grateful that you took the time to enjoy it. I know it's probably not what everybody appeals to these days, but I'm hoping and trying my very best to bring some formality of content that would be satisfactory to both you and myself. Feel free to like and subscribe, comment any questions or concerns, and I will do my very best to get to them as soon as possible. And a very special thank you to all the video comments and questions I got from my GTA videos that you see me put up there. Everything from the city slicking cheese video that helped you get through the school of driving school, to the 8-track, or I don't know, I think it was one of the races. Anyway, you get my meaning. There's a few races. Just look up the GTA videos down there. You'll see them. Cheese videos. Very helpful if you're stuck on those particular projects. But those of you that did like them, comment, and share, thank you very much, all of you. I hope you find them more helpful in the future and furthermore. And yeah, I'll be back soon as I got more action for you. So, thanks again, and have a rocking good night. Savage Squishy 86. See you later.